starting with Mac Hollins, you know, first thing with him was special teams. We felt like he was going to have a big impact and a big role on our special teams units, and he made an impact right away, and that's what kind of his primary position. And then he just evolved as he got more comfortable with the offense. He started playing a little bit more situational for us offensively, and did a nice job for us the entire season. Shelton Gibson was another one that, you know, as you know, was a DAC pretty much all season, and then we just made a switch between him and Marcus Johnson, and just wanted to see what he could do, get him up. He was a gunner for us on special teams. He was showing up a little bit, eager to play. You know, didn't get in on offense, obviously, very much with the depth that we had there, and just looking forward to both of these guys now returning in April and going to work again.
Hey, Doug, what kind of influence did John DeFilippo have on whether it was Carson Wentz or Nick Foles that you could see those two guys?
Yeah, Flip had a big impact. I think it was a lot of he and Frank a little bit, but John is a great coach. He'll be missed, obviously, and wish him success. But you know, the detailing the quarterbacks in the meeting rooms. You know, on the practice field, the drill work, putting them in situations that are going to be game ready situations, and just the overall preparation from him, and then a little bit of game planning during the week. He helped us in the red zone with some of the game planning during the week. So great mind. He's been a coordinator before, and did a nice job with our quarterbacks.
Coach, will you?
Again, wish him all the best. I'm excited for him going forward here in Indy, and I know he's going to do a great job. And what I lose with Frank is obviously the you know, the relationship we had for 2 years. He was the guy that I handpicked to be the coordinator, and really came in and just took charge, you know, with the offense. And he's a great teacher. Again, putting game plans together. He and I collaborating on that with Mike Groh, with John DeFilippo, with Jeff Stoutland, as you know, and just the overall coordinating of the offense, and you know, running meetings, running practices, and just preparing our team. You know, the daily grind of getting our team ready to play on Sunday. Mike is, you know, he really, well, first of all, let me just say this. I couldn't have gone wrong with either he or Deuce. Talked to both of those guys and at length. Felt comfortable, obviously, with Mike being in the coordinator's position. Again, a sharp mind. You know, he was involved in our passing game quite a bit. He's a former quarterback. You know, things of that nature. Just made a nice fit for me, and then Deuce is, you know, as you know, promoted to assistant head coach, and which I think is well respected. I respect the heck out of Deuce and what he's done, what he's brought, and how he's managed that running back room, you know, for the last 2 years, and some of the dynamic personalities in that room. And he does an outstanding job too with the run game, you know, with Coach Stoutland. So I couldn't have gone wrong with either one of the guys, and so I feel very blessed to have them both.
Coach, can you talk about the improvements we've seen out of Nelson Aguilar and what kind of player he's becoming for you?
Well, the biggest change obviously was you know, giving him an opportunity to play in the slot, and he really embraced that last spring and summer throughout camp. And you know, it just takes a little bit of time. Him gaining confidence within the system. He works extremely hard before and after practice and during practice, and has really put himself in a great position going forward to be one of our top playmakers. And he's proven it. He proved it this last year, and he'll prove it again this spring and this season. So tremendous playmaker. I'm excited to work with him again, and just a great kid.
What changes about Deuce's new title in terms of his responsibilities? Will he be taking in more game planning?
Yeah, one of the things I want to do with him is grow his sort of his input in the game planning a little bit. I know he's really involved with the run side of it, you know, with Coach Stoutland and Eugene and Justin Peel. You know, and then if there's a time that he needs to speak to the team, obviously in that position, he can do that for me, and you know, and just continue the day-to-day managing of that running back room. So not a lot's going to change, but we'll try to increase his role some.
In terms of game management from year 1 to year 2, did you gain a level of comfort or extra feel for when to be aggressive, when to hold back, and when to, you know, sort of push the
After my first season, I just went back and studied the play calls. I studied, how I called games, how I approached games, how I studied and prepared to get myself ready to play. And I think that's a big advantage to be able to do that after the first year of calling plays for the entire year. And listen, my mentality, my philosophy is, this opportunity is only going to come around probably once, and I'm going to make the most of it. And listen, I'm going to do what's right by our football team. I'm going to make sure our guys are in position to be successful. I'm not going to do anything crazy or anything like that. But I just feel like if I don't trust the guys, if I don't trust the team, the players, how are they going to believe in me as a coach? And so I put a lot of ownership on the team this past season, and I also put some ownership on myself in making sure that I was going to maintain that aggressiveness throughout the entire season.